Hey Virgos, Perigaea Tarot here. I am here to do your reading for today. And hey guys, I wanted to ask, would you tell me down below in the comments, would you feel about it if I started doing astrology videos? Would you want to see that on this channel or on another channel? I was thinking astrology, but just for Virgos. So like, you know, because this is a Virgo channel, just do astrology that is just mainly for like Virgo people, people with strong Virgo placements. Yeah, tell me what you think about that. And if that would be something good to be on this channel, or if you think it should be on a different channel. Okay. Oh, also, if you guys are interested in accessing my extended readings, hit the join button and become a member of the channel. It's Virgo Babe membership, Bombshell, sorry, Virgo Bombshell membership. Also, if you guys want to enter to win a free personal reading, just hit like, subscribe, and comment down below. I am loved. All right, so universe, what can you tell me about the person on my Virgo's mind and how they feel towards Virgo? What will be their next actions towards Virgo? Queen of Swords. I feel like this could be saying that there could be a need to be on your guard, or that this could be somebody who perceives that you are guarded. And I'm seeing a little cherub's face here. There could be something about a child. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving forward here. How does the person on my Virgo's mind feel towards Virgo? This is somebody trying to outsmart you. This is somebody thinking that like, they feel kind of like there's an impasse in this situation, and that maybe the only way that they can get through to you is in some shocking way. Also, I feel like this is somebody who wants to come in and shock you with some kind of news, but they're thinking, okay, how can I strategically shock Virgo with the news that they have, but then like promise them happily ever after, like right then, so that they don't like jump out the window on fire, essentially. Yeah, it's like this is somebody thinking about like, I can't just come in with this little Page of Pentacles offering. I need to offer like the whole enchilada to keep Virgo interested. Like there's no way that they're going to deal with me unless I give them, you know, just like a lot. So with the Page of Swords here to the Magician in the reverse, this could be them worried that you're going to find out about maybe something sneaky that they did, maybe a commitment that they could be in, or maybe that they're getting out of. Ooh, good Lord, Butterfingers. Okay. Yeah, because this person is worried that they would not be able to smooth things over with you unless they are really smart about this. Like, they're like, okay, well, Virgo is smart, and they're not harsh necessarily, but they certainly have their guard up and they're intelligent. So I can't just come in and like screw around with Virgo. Like they need to. Okay, I'm going to shuffle some more, make sure that that was your card. Universe, so how does my Virgo's person feel towards Virgo? And what will be their next actions towards Virgo? So they definitely know that they need to come out of their head. And I think that maybe they're thinking they want to try and get you out of your head. This feels like almost like they want to sort of like, not necessarily like harm or destabilize you, but kind of like put you off your center so that you can maybe not be so in your head. Like maybe if they can kind of get you to a place where they can kind of knock you off your chair a little bit, shock you a little bit, that you will be more likely, because I sense that what's going on is that like you're really guarded because they've hurt you. They've hurt you, and you're at this point where you're like, I don't think we can get past this. Or at least they perceive that. And you're like, okay, I'm moving on. And there's this guarded energy with you. Yeah. And so they're thinking like, I need to kind of like destabilize Virgo so that they're not quite, you know, it almost feels like they see you as like ready for anything, that like you're so smart with this sharp sword that they can't really like put one over on you, and that I don't think they want to trick you, but they're hoping that they can kind of get you in your feelings, but in a way that is not necessarily like, you know, over the past or the things that they've done to hurt you, but maybe they're thinking like if they can, because they feel like you're really guarded, and you probably have a reason to be. Yeah, and they're worried because they feel like you're ready for them, and you're kind of ready for whatever they have to, you know, to bring you. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands, this is them. I feel like this is them feeling like, I'm not that great. Like they're not feeling very confident in what they're bringing to the table, is what I feel. I think they feel like if they come in wrong, you're just, not only are you going to walk away, but you're going to walk away with the power and the confidence, and then they're going to really feel like poo. And sadly, I think that is something that this person is motivated by. I feel like this belongs over here, guys. And so they're worried because they feel like they want to come back to you, but they feel worried that they're not wanted. And with the Lovers, I feel like they have made their choice. They do want intimacy with you. They've made up their mind. You know, there could be a Gemini in the mix. But this is them thinking like, okay, I have to like, so like maybe, I think it almost feels like an energy of like, okay, I have to tell Virgo this first. Like first I need to tell them that I want to marry them or something, you know, along those lines, because we have the Hierophant here very strongly. And we saw the 10 of Cups before as well. It's like, they're like, first I need to tell, you know, Virgo that I want to marry them. So then I can tell them, and then I can tell them the bad thing that I did. So they'll have something that they want in their hands. And so they might be, you know, or that, you know, they perceive that you want this, maybe you don't, but they're thinking, you know, if I can give them this and then tell them the bad thing that I did, then they'll be more likely to feel like there's a reason to not just walk straight away from me. Yeah, it's like they're trying to be smart about this. Yeah, and with the Hierophant, you could be dealing with a Taurus, but what I'm sensing is that this is someone who is saying they want commitment with you. Because, yeah, what here, it's like the 4 of Cups to the Death in the reverse. They're like, oh, this is basically them knowing that, like, they have been a total jerk and that they've messed up, but they don't want this to end, you know, and so they're trying to think of a way. It's like they're perceiving that you have every reason to reject them after what's happened. And so they are trying to find out a way to just like avoid, to get back in, because they do want to commit to you. There also could be some financial aspect to this. Maybe they feel like they need to, because a lot of pentacles here, maybe they feel like they need to give you something, or just prove their ability to provide, something along those lines. But they are, I sense that they are very committed, that they want commitment with you. Oh yeah, look at that. First card out underneath, commitment. This is somebody who wants commitment. Okay. So what is this 8 of Swords in the reverse to the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Releasing. Yeah, they don't want you to let them go. But I almost feel like what this is about is they're hoping to get you. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to use some drink or some kind of substances, like, you know, getting a couple drinks in you, you know, in hopes of, sorry, I just bumped the mic, sorry. Getting a couple drinks into you so that you'll be kind of loosey-goosey, just not quite, you know, a little bit uninhibited, to just kind of get you to loosen up. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody who wants to chase you, but they are hesitating because they feel stressed. And I'd say that because they have, this situation has a deep importance to them. This is they value you a great deal with this card, with the depth card. This says awareness, importance, and value. So it's like this matters so much to them that they're really stressed. And this is why they're hesitating, is because they care so much. And I think that karma and past life, so it could be that the things they did to you in the past, they feel like they don't deserve to be forgiven or to be let back in. And with the bluff card, this could be them maybe, again, trying to hold up this guard until they find out whether or not you're willing to heal this. I think that they realize that you've been watching them and kind of seeing what's motivating them and their actions. And if they were trying to kind of create a mystique or impress you, they're realizing that like, oh, that's not working. That's not working. I might as well just be honest, With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, what is this? So loyalty in the reverse. Yeah, I think that this person is afraid that you're just going to cut them out and break their heart because maybe in the past there was a lack of loyalty towards you. And so they feel that they are conflicted. There was a conflict, a clashing, or an incompatibility. But they are hoping that you guys can interact. I almost feel like they're hoping that they've waited long enough for you to just be willing to engage with what's happening right now rather than be dwelling on past things. They're hoping that maybe they can that the good parts, that you'll remember the good parts, between the two of you. But I feel like what happened is that this person went off and they got distracted. They were conflicted for a while. They got sidetracked. But really, it was just kind of BS. It was about dealing with their pride, or it was about dealing with their avoidance, etc., etc. But now they have clarity. Now they have gained perspective. They have a very clear perspective, and I sense that they're feeling very embarrassed about what they were doing in the past. They're just really like, oh God, I'm so humiliated, and they feel sorrow, loss, and grief over how they made you feel. Because they feel like you are a soulmate and that there's this potential for a really deep love there and powerful unity and connection. And they feel like they messed it up. And they are really sad about the possibility of being abandoned and rejected by you. They're daydreaming about you. They're just really trying to find out a way to make this work out. So what is this Six of Swords in the reverse to the Nine of Wands? Yeah, this is somebody realizing that they can't, that putting it off, that has been another coping mechanism, that putting it off is just about saving their pride. It's about being kind of cowardly. It's about keeping their flesh comfortable. But what it's actually been doing is sabotaging any chance they actually have, which is kind of stupid. And I'm seeing the clarity very strongly here that they understand that now. They're like, I have been being stupid. The things I've been doing have, I've been, because it's like a catch-22. It's like they're avoiding approaching you because they're scared you're going to reject them. But by dragging it out and not doing anything when they owe you an apology and they owe you effort, is actually manifesting the very thing that they don't want because they're, wearing you down. So, so with the spying in the reverse, I feel like this is them. They've probably been trying to keep track of you on social media, and maybe they have informants. Maybe they have people who like live nearby you, who've been like trying to keep an eye on you for them, reporting back kind of thing. But I think that they're tired. I think that they realize that you are not dishonest, that there has been no trickery or dishonesty in you. It's like time and watching you and seeing how you behave has taught them that like you're not actually sneaky. You're not a tricky person. You're like totally honest. All right. So they realize that like they were being stupid. Yeah. They have clarity. They're seeing things through a very valid, truthful lens. So what is this Hermit to the High Priestess in the reverse? Yeah, so this person is like, they don't, it's like they know that they can't wait any longer with the time in the reverse here. They cannot wait. But they also are worried about causing shock, you know, or trouble with you. They want to end, they want to take away your pain and your confusion. They genuinely want to please you, I sense. That's awesome. Is there anything else about that, universe? The High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah, they're seeing that you have boundaries and that you are drawing the line and that you deserve that, because that's a healing and good thing. You know, it's something that but that you're basically at the point where you're like you're releasing, you're getting ready to like release them and cleanse yourself of the situation because you've had enough, and they don't want this finality to happen with you. They don't want it to be over. They don't want you to leave them behind, but they understand that it would be fair karma if that did happen. Universe, what can you tell me about this situation with my Virgo's person? What elements are at play? So someone else in the reverse, and divorce in the reverse, and then cycles in the upright. So this is someone who is understanding that they need to finalize a divorce or a breakup, or just a separation from like a toxic person, if it's a friend or a family member, because there has been someone trying to sabotage this connection between the two of you, and that they were with the Three of Swords here. Some kind of a connection, whether it's romantic or not, caused this person to break your heart and essentially betray you. And so it's forced you to pick up your own sword and defend yourself. But they are understanding that like they're seeing the cycles that they have been functioning in, and they don't want those karmic cycles anymore. They don't want to go round and round and round and keep paying karma and losing out on chances. It could have been that there was some kind of an element here with a third party, maybe that one person or the other was financially dependent on the other. But I feel like this is somebody realizing that like they need to get out of that situation, or that there's something about it that isn't fair, or that has been enabling a karmic cycle. You know, maybe like somebody has been trying to find any way to keep them guilt tripped and keep them in this karmic cycle, and it could have something to do with codependency. All right. All right. So, universe, what can you tell me about the situation? What advice do you have for my Virgos? And what is going on in the situation? How does their person feel? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So look to the next full moon, which the new moon, I mean, we're still in the full moon cycle. I'd say it's only the 14th. Right now it's the 15th. And the full moon was on the 9th. So, but the answers you need are coming. And maybe look to the moon cycles. I believe the new moon is probably coming up around the 23rd. Also, have faith in your dreams, and your dreams need a practical plan. So I feel like this is saying that for you right now, Virgo. I also feel like this is almost like for your person, that your person needs to understand that they need to have faith in the situation, have faith in general. And if it's answers that they're seeking, they will find these answers, but it's Gemini, it's through communication. You know, they need to communicate. But also your dreams need a practical plan with Taurus. So you need to take physical, practical, worldly steps to actually do something to get these answers. You know, you can't just sit around and, you know, be a butthead. So, universe, what can you tell me about when my Virgos will hear from their person? Give it time, it's in the works. Universe, when will my Virgo hear from this person? When will they reach out? And again, with the 9 months from now card in August, So for some of you, again, I feel like this is a message that's, it's something about a pregnancy. Someone could be waiting until a pregnancy or until a birth happens to reach out to you. Because maybe they, and 28 could be an important number, because they feel like they need to see someone through a situation, but, you know, like they're just being too drawn into that right now. Or, but yeah, I feel like that could be hearkening to a pregnancy situation. It also could just be 9 months from now. But August and number 22 could be a significant number for you. Again, with the January. Again, with the January is coming up. Universe, and 15 is the number on that one. And is there anything else, universe, for when my Virgos can expect to hear from this person? Next couple of weeks. And 3 could be a significant number. So, all right, guys, I hope that this has helped you. Let me know what you think about potentially astrology videos for mainly for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus, Virgo Moon. If you'd want to see that on this channel, or if you think that would be overwhelming and I should do it on a different channel, yeah, just let me know. And if you're interested in accessing the extended reading, just hit the join button and sign up for Virgo Bombshell, which is $9.99 for 25 extended readings every single month. Approximately 25. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.